Okay, guys, welcome back to another stream. Um, I'm just gonna make sure everything's set up, and then we'll get going into the NBA free agency moves. So, I'm just checking real quick to make sure that I got everything working and smooth. Cause NBA free agency has been wild so far. As you guys may know, I am a Bucks fan. They did waive Damian Lillard, so they did waive him, and at first I was like, bro, why are we doing that? And then I realized that we get younger, and we also I think he would be a good big man next to Giannis, and he will okay, thanks to my dad for making sure everything is good for me. Because this is going to unlock a new ability into the Bucks offense, I think. And I think that like the Bucks are doing a good thing here, waiving Dame. Yes, it's not the greatest move because we're paying him $22 million a year over the next 5 years, but this is going to be the first athletic big man that Giannis has played with. So, Miles Turner, I think he's a great addition for the Milwaukee Bucks, and I think that he's going to be a good player. He's coming back to replace Brook Lopez, and everything seems good. So now we're going to be talking about Bradley Beal getting released. Bradley Beal. Last year, I did not think he was that good for the Suns. So I'm not surprised that he got released by the Suns. He's predicted to get traded to the Bulls for a former number 4 overall pick. So if the Bulls pick up Bradley Beal, I mean, he's a solid piece to pick up, but I just don't think he's the best player, especially last year with the Suns. I don't think he fit quite right in that Suns offense, and I don't think he was really a good fit for the Suns overall. I think that if he gets on an offense that fits him correct, I think that he could be better. He still averaged 17 points per game, but I feel like he just wasn't that good on the Suns. And now let's talk about some unsigned free agents that I think should have been signed by now. First up, Russell Westbrook. So, if you may not have known, he signed a 1-year deal with the Nuggets last year and declined his team option this year. So now he's hit free agency. He's an older point guard, hasn't gotten picked up, but I'm actually surprised that he hasn't gotten picked up. I wouldn't be surprised if I see him head into my Bucks because we need a point guard now that we got rid of Dame. And our offense, I think it's going to be pretty good if we get Russ Westbrook. Because Because then we got Westbrook, Gary Trent. I forget who our small forward would be. Power forward would be Giannis, and then center would be Miles Turner. So that's a pretty good starting lineup. I know some of you might not think that that's a good starting lineup, but I personally, as a Bucks fan, think that we're doing our best here to in a win now move, getting Miles Turner. We're trying to keep Giannis on the team, and Giannis isn't super happy, but he's not like super mad off of reports that I've seen. I've seen all mixed reports. Like Giannis is not happy with the Miles Turner trade, or the Miles Turner pickup after waiving Damian Lillard. But I personally think that it's gonna unlock a different skill of offense for the Bucks. And if Russell Westbrook does join the Bucks, yes, he is older. He still is a good point guard. He's not as good as he used to be, but he would be a solid pickup since we need a point guard. He would be pretty good. Next up, we got Chris Paul. He is a free agent now. I was watching a video yesterday. This guy was saying he thinks he's going to go to the Bucks. He's 40, so I think this would be his last year in the league. He's not that bad of a... He's still not too bad, but he's getting pretty old, and he's just not able to perform as good anymore. So I'd rather take Westbrook over Chris Paul, just because Westbrook's younger than Chris Paul, and I think he's a little better than Chris Paul. I still don't know where Chris Paul would be heading because he was just on the Spurs last year, so I don't know where he would be heading. I don't know. I could see him maybe heading to the Bulls, because I know like the Bulls are kind of just all mixed up. If he heads to honestly, I don't know where he's gonna head, like I said. So next up, Damian Lillard. I've heard talks about Chris Paul's like 40 to my dad. So next up, Damian Lillard. For those who don't know, he just got off a torn Achilles, or he has a torn Achilles. Bucks waived him. So I've heard that people are in talks, that the Warriors are in talks with Damian Lillard, and I could see him going there. Another place I see him landing is the Heat, because when he was on Portland, he wanted to go to the Heat, and I don't know if he still wants to go to the Heat anymore, because I know he wanted to play with Jimmy. So now Jimmy's on the Warriors, obviously. So I don't know what the decision for Damian Lillard is gonna be. I don't know what team he's gonna go to. He could reunite with Portland. I don't think that's gonna happen though. But I've seen some people who are saying he's gonna reunite with Portland. But I don't think Damian Lillard fits with Portland as he used to anymore. And I think the number one landing spot for Damian Lillard right now is Portland. Not Portland, sorry. Is Golden State. And yeah. So then we got some other signings, like the trade. I forgot what it was. The Nuggets trade. I forgot what it was. I know they traded for Cam Johnson, I think. Michael Porter Jr. Yeah, Cameron Johnson. So the Nuggets traded Michael Porter Jr. and a 2032 first-round pick to the Nets for Cameron Johnson. I think the Nuggets personally won this trade because Michael Porter Jr., he would not pass the ball at all. Where Cameron Johnson, he's not the best player, but I think he's going to fit well in the Nuggets offense, and I think it's going to long-term run out good for the Nuggets. And then in the Nets on this side of the trade, I think that they got Michael Porter Jr. He does not like passing the ball that much, and I forgot there was another guy on their team who doesn't like passing the ball either. So it's gonna be weird for the Nets this year, I think. I don't know how the Nets are gonna end out next season, what they're doing. So next up, Tim Hardaway Jr. Heading to the Nuggets. If I'm correct. Yeah, signs with the Nuggets. I think this is a solid pickup for Nuggets. They needed like a bigger man to pair next to Jokic. Tim Hardaway, he's getting older, but he's still solid. He can run the floor, and he would be a good player he would be a good player on the court when Jokic isn't on the court for the Nuggets, and that's really what the Nuggets needed. I think they needed a big man or a bigger man when Jokic isn't on the court, a solid man for when Jokic isn't on the court, because when Jokic is on the court, and he's obviously carrying the Nuggets, and then when he's off the court, they're not as good as a team. I mean, obviously, because Jokic is one of the greatest players in the league right now, if not the greatest player in the league. But I think this is a solid pickup for the Nuggets. And next up, we got Kevin Durant heading to the Rockets. I think this was a solid pickup for the Rockets. They needed a center, or a power forward, I guess, is what KD is. I think he's just, I think he's getting older. He's not as good as he used to be, but he's still good, and he's just not going to be able to carry a team as much as he used to anymore. But the Rockets are a pretty solid team now. They had 52 wins last year, 51 or 52 wins. Correct me on that. He is getting older. He is good for 20 to 25 a night. For 20 to 25 a night, like my dad just said. He can still have great nights. He can still play at a high level, just not as good as he used to. And yeah. Next up, we got here, I'll just search up free agent signings here, and then we can just go through a list. Free agent signings, NBA. Oh yeah, a big one here. I forgot about this. DeAndre Ayton signs with the Los Angeles Lakers. to form a big three in to form a big three in LA. I don't really see that big three going too far. Maybe a first round playoff team. LeBron, he said that he wants help in LA. I mean, obviously they got Luka now, but I don't think LeBron's too happy with LA right now, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see LeBron request a trade sometime. But DeAndre Ayton, he was kind of a bust, I think. He played for the Suns, was not really that good, and his couple years in Portland, I didn't really. I never really watched DeAndre Ayton, but I've seen a couple. I've looked up his stats. I've seen a couple of his games highlights, and he's not the worst, but he's definitely not the best. He's better than what the Lakers had at center. Obviously, AD when he was on the Lakers, he's better than DeAndre Ayton. But if they wouldn't have gotten DeAndre Ayton, the Lakers would have just been picking from scraps. And DeAndre Ayton, I still don't think he's gonna be that good. He's never really performed that great, and I don't see the Lakers going that far. So we're gonna go free agent signings again. 2025. All. Okay. NBA free agent tracker. So here's a couple of re-signings. Santi Aldama re-signed with the Grizzlies. He was never really a big part of the Grizzlies team. He was really just a bench player. He had a couple glimpses of good and greatness, and I don't know how to word it, but he's had a couple glimpses of being good and stuff. But solid re-signing for the Grizzlies. Nickel Alexander Walker, I forgot where he signed. Where did he sign? Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker, NBA. He's young, so and he can shoot the 3 ball. I know that about him. Team. Signing. Did he sign with the... Oh, he got traded to the Hawks. If this is right. Yeah, he must have gotten traded to the Hawks because, yeah. I don't know what the full trade details were for this, but solid pickup for the Hawks. I think the Hawks are going to be a top contender in the East since the East is wide open right now with the Celtics trading away Kristaps. We'll go over that after this. And so Nickel Alexander Walker isn't the greatest, but he can definitely play at a high level. And sometimes he can shoot the 3 ball, and he's solid, but like I don't really think he's gonna make too big of a difference in the Atlanta Hawks organization. Kristaps, the Kristaps signing to the Atlanta Hawks. They got rid of Clint Capella. He's heading to the Rockets, if I'm correct. So they needed a center. Kristaps. Well, actually, they had Clint when the trade happened, but they were expected to get rid of Clint. So Kristaps, the center, he used to be the center for the Celtics. He is when healthy, I think he's a top 10 center in the league. He's one of the centers in the league that can shoot the three pretty good. He's a great big man. He's gonna fit the Hawks organization great. I think this is a awesome pickup here for the Hawks. Possibly the best pickup of free agency, I think. Well, it was a trade, but I think this could be the best move of free agency so far. NBA free agency is pretty much over, but there's still some solid guys out there like Bradley Beal, Chris Paul, and Russell Westbrook who are still looking to find a team. So Kristaps is a great pickup for the Atlanta Hawks. He's going to fit their organization great. A big man who can shoot the three. And they still got Okongwu. The Hawks still got Okongwu too. Trae Young. I think this team is going to be a great team in the East. I think they're going to be a top 5 team in the East. Next up, we got Clint Capella going back to the Rockets. He signs a 3-year, $21.5 million deal to go back to the Rockets. So now the Rockets got Clint, KD, and Surik, if I'm correct. What's his name? Because they traded Amen Thompson to the Suns when they got KD. But this is going to be a great team here in Houston. Now that they got Clint Capella, KD, and Surik or whatever. I keep forgetting his name. I can't remember his name. I'm sorry. But solid pickup here. I like what the Rocks are doing, trying to form a big, getting like a lot of good players on their team, better players. I think they're definitely gonna be a better team than they were last year, but maybe finish like a seed lower just based off of how good the Western Conference is gonna be. So, I don't know what. I'll probably do a live stream when it gets closer to like the NBA season starting, and probably do like predictions and stuff. And so this was a solid pickup here for the Houston Rockets. So, the Bucks, I know they re-signed Jericho Sims and KPJ. They also got Bobby Portis back, who I'm gonna give a big spiel about. Bobby Portis, he is a great player on the Bucks. I think he should win Sixth Man of the Year. He's a great player coming off the bench for the Bucks. He's a loyal player also. He re-signed for the Bucks. He's great. He fits our offense very well. We're a better team when he plays with us, because when he was out for those like 3 weeks of games, the Bucks weren't too good. But when he came back, we got better, I think. So I think that is a solid. I think Bobby Portis re-signed with the Bucks is a great move. And anyways, I think that's going to do it for today's stream. I might not have covered all of the... I know I'm probably forgetting a lot of free agent signings, I know. But that's going to do it for today's stream. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next one. Goodbye. You ate.